What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a debut, I'm pretty sure. Blue Reflection. The song is called Sayonara. All phase mix was requested by Albin and Kalanen on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Well, I looked at the requests as I usually do, and there's a lot for Blue Reflection, like a good handful. Never heard of it, but apparently it's got a, dedicated following. I have no idea what this is. And some of the other requests also are like all phase mixes, so don't know much about it. I actually don't know anything about it. So it's 3 phases from the description, and it says composed by Hayato Asano. I've never heard of Blue Reflection, so that's always exciting. It's a little bit of a long one, so let's just vibe out. It's always exciting when a new game is on the channel. Blue Reflection, Sayonara, all phase. This one's Kami Musubi? It's gonna have a beat on it? This is very heavenly. I'm guessing the 3 phases have to do with them 3. Very floaty. Also, I kind of envision like fast movement, time travel. The electronic nuances. Oh, tasty. Takami Musubi. Oh, filtered percussion that's coming in slightly. Still in the same phase. Sounds like Toho right now. Right here, this part right here. God damn. There's that light motif again. Alright, phase 3 now. Sounds like a build-up. I have no idea where it's gonna go next. It's like a totally different song right now. And then back into another song. You know what? I will comfortably say this. There's not another song like that on the entire channel. There's electronic stuff, there's weird stuff, there's progressive stuff, there's experimental stuff. That was its own thing. That was... I don't even know what that was. I don't know who Hayato Asano is, but they definitely know what the fudge they're doing. And are massive risk takers. Also is from channel Swervestar. Let's just broadly talk about all of them and then kind of just go from there. I didn't really write much. I was on a roller coaster and just kind of You know, when you're on a roller coaster, you're not really paying attention to anything. You're just experiencing the ride, you know, screaming your head off. So my guess is that these are all these three characters, maybe. I see phase 1 was Kami Musubi, and then phase 2 was Takami Musubi, and the third one was Ame no Minaka Nushi. Now, this is an all-phase mix. So my question is, does this at all play like this in the game whatsoever? Or are they just 3 separate songs throughout the game? And they just happen to work as a mix together because they're like in the same key and they're related. Not that that matters. You know, you can tell when a new one was coming and a new one stopped and a new one started. I'm just curious if at all, if that ever plays like that in game, like all 3 consecutively. So the whole thing had this, from start to finish, I guess, was a constant perpetual motion of chaos, but going from like lighter tones to in between light and evil, not evil, just chaos, and full on ascension of chaos. But throughout the whole thing was this sprinkle of light motif in a piano line, bringing it kind of into like a happy space. Now, the song is called Sayonara, so that's, you know, goodbye, basically. So I'm not sure if this is a like significantly emotional song or not. I mean, bye is kind of one thing, you know, but it could be a bittersweet bye. You know, I don't know anything about this game. I just see this image right here. It's a debut. What a debut, by the way. So the first one was nice and kind of just, you know, building the foundation, I guess, of this nice piano that was going into this ride. The second one, I think that's where everything kind of just went. Obviously much faster. We started introducing this kind of jungle rhythm, drum and bass, super fast. It reminded me of Toho a little bit. When I think of Toho, I think of a very fast rhythm with a very mellow lead. You know, the leads aren't fast. It's not like it's just the percussion. By the time we got to the third one, just full on like experimentation, and the production of it is just so, I didn't even mention that. The production is really good. You know, you can hear all the dynamics when like the song would just cut out, and then you would just hear like a volume swell of like an arpeggio, like, and then it would all come back in. Like the mixing and mastering of all of it, the kick was punchy when it needed to be, and it was gone when it needed to be. The violins were prominent when they were there. You know, things had their moments to shine. It was like they would come in and they would come out like out of the spotlight. The third one was very weird because of all the different like time signatures it went through, but also it literally felt like multiple songs at once, you know, where the key would shift so hard. Not only the key, but the instruments, like everything, it went into this kind of dark, evil castle thing, and then, you know, like it sounds like they like mixed 2 songs together to the point where it kind of doesn't work. But at this point, you've been sort of conditioned by the first 2 that it does work. It's hard to follow a little bit until later on the melody or the groove kicks in. But for a while, it's just like nonsense, and I mean it in a good way. It's tough to follow, and it's a lot of dissonance. But that was cool. Like I said, it's a big thing for me because you have to put yourself in my position. I do this just about every day, right? I'm at the point in my life where I almost have no life besides video game music, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Very lucky. But at the same time, you'd think it could get monotonous. Anything you do all the time could get monotonous. Anything. But I said this earlier in another video today, which is so funny, but it's really like amazing that I'm still like being impressed and shown new things this much time later. Because of stuff like this, you know, still discovering new games, still discovering new composers. And then I go into a rabbit hole of the comments being like, oh my god, you've never heard of Blue Reflection? You never heard of this composer? And, you know, maybe I have heard of them before and I just didn't know. You know, I don't always look up the composer. I only know it because it's in the description here. I don't do any research. Ever. Unless I'm like, curiosity is super, you know, on fire. Otherwise, I just look at the title, look at the thumbnail, and I click play. The less I know, the better. Because then I can just guess totally blind and not be influenced by anything. And that's kind of what's kept me going for this whole time. And I think I'm assuming that's why people watch me. I have no idea why people watch me. Maybe it's the hair, I don't know. But in my brain, I'm under the assumption that people watch this because it's a genuine reaction. Literally the word reaction. I think that word has just lost all meaning in the past like 2 years. But not to like toot my own horn, but you know, it's literally what I do. Like I have a special section in my Discord that's like just for mods to talk. So it's like a hidden little channel, and all I do in there is literally just ask my mods like stuff, just so I don't have to accidentally hear something or something. Like what I'm saying is like I take this very seriously. I don't want to ruin the whole experience of the channel, which is like feeling excited and new and fresh and all that stuff. So anyways, but it's stuff like this that can really remind me why I do this, and as to what's out there, what I haven't heard. You know, at some point it's gonna feel like, and I keep saying this too, I don't know why I keep saying it because I always get proven wrong. But at some point I just feel like it's, I don't know, I'm not gonna get bored of it per se, but I just feel like at some point it's like something's gonna sound repetitive or something. But no, not when you have stuff like this. And it's crazy that out of all these videos that I've done, such a small percentage have like that I wouldn't even say not cared about, but you know, we're just like lower on the like impression and just, you know, the overall feeling. Almost, you know, I don't know if that's boring for people. Like you can pretty much guess that I'm going to like the song, but it's not about me liking or disliking a song. I really don't think that's what people are here. That would be very weird. It's just about like what I get from it, what feelings I get, what settings I get. Setting like scenery, and just the appreciation of music, because at the end of the day, that's all I really care about, is just the music. So I don't know where I was going with any of this. I just kind of started talking, and that's what I do apparently. But I will say this, that was super cool and out of nowhere. Really curious about it. What is Blue Reflection? Just tell me anything you want to know, or tell me anything you think I should know. What kind of game is it? Blah blah blah. Is this going to be one of those, finally you're checking out this game, I never thought this would. Those are my favorite comments, like, oh, I can't believe this game finally made it, or I'm surprised you're listening to this. One more thing about that, by the way, is I always thought, even though I really like those comments, I always thought they were kind of strange, because I've never just been like popular games or anything. I literally do everything that's sent to me. Everything that's requested to me, I'm gonna do it, right? So it's never been about like popular games or what's new. I don't care about any of that. Maybe you guys are just numb to the YouTube world. I don't care. I'm just a dude. So if anything, I like this stuff more. I like the underdog, the fly on the walls, the stuff I'd never heard of. It's cool. Does it make me a hipster? I don't know. Anywho, Alden and Callanan, thank you so much. Blue Reflection, awesome. Crazy, awesome, weird. And I'm definitely going to actually listen to that again because I think I probably missed like a good chunk of that song that just went right by me because there was so much going on. Whew. Sayonara. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I hope you have a happy whatever. Peace.